Today, we dey lay na table quality healthcare wey affordable and accessible to every Sierra Leonean wey tap inside salon. The plans, they don launch am yesterday. Wetin you go say na quality healthcare? Wetin you go say na affordable healthcare? And whose kind healthcare wey anybody, any side na Sierra Leone go able for access? For make this particular thing come to pass, who da them the responsibility deal with? Na plan, yes. It is black and white. They don't launch am, yes. But for see this come to pass, whose responsibility? Judge Kamara say, he say quality healthcare is in a way somebody can able get annual physical exam with screening where they match in age. Then they're able to prescribe the person the right medication and get people in an pharmacy them were able for make let the patient understand exactly what the medication. Nurse them were able in a daily basis for teach and emphasize on how to promote healthy living. Get enough physicians now all the different specialties them inside healthcare. But again, the one them way in list down like pediatric, psychologist, and gynecologist. That are some of the one them way George Kamara list. Waiting you go call quality healthcare inside Sierra Leone right now, because you know already how the healthcare business did it. How the healthcare did na salon, you already know. So from taken from Usai Ide, for can with them, Usai with the talk show now, how you feel say that go happen? How you feel say that achievable inside Sierra Leone? Well, let's take a clip from 98.1. Let we listen to how the launching of the plan began yesterday. Listen to this.
The President Julius Malabio don't say the meeting where he get with first time President Ernest Bai Koroma will help get trained to the country peace and democracy. He talk this way he will pull a national strategic plan for combating antimicrobial resistance, way for make the country health sector able to prevent bad sickness like Ebola. I'm not for Cam na Salon. We report our Nika get more and go now report.
For over 5 years now, where the country don't survive the Ebola sick, where the sick be damage the country in health sector, and the Ministry of Health we don't try for boost this sector back because plenty people in life be depend on them. Inside 2018, the health minister Dr. Alpha Wui be engaged different sector them like agricultural sector, EP and other one them we get for do with the protection of the country. For fend with them how for make bad sick them like Ebola no come back na the country. Now this make them put together the national action plan where they don't pull na those September 12. Also the minister say with this new plan inside 2020, salon health sector go go be like other developed country them.
I do believe that with the advent of the ambulance service, that women can get to facilities rapidly. In coming in earlier this morning, I saw Dr. Senge, the DSTI innovator, that if indeed we are able to give mobile phones to women, we'll be able to access them and know when they require these services. He mentioned yesterday that if indeed you have a drone service, you will be able to take blood to women as and when we need that. And I believe in His Excellency the President that we are going to put all of these things together in the year 2020.
He continues to say, this plan don't make the country don't prepare itself well for any sick. We will come back now the country.
But we have to recognize that we have moved a step further, and now we are ensuring that we even locate the disease before it gets to us. The Ministry of Health of 2014 is definitely not the Ministry of Health of 2019. What we want to do is to position ourselves to ensure that we stand in readiness for whatever may come. So this morning, I just want you to feel confident with regards to some of the things that are in place. There is already an isolation and a treatment facility and ward, or an isolation unit that is rapidly deployable. 24 hours, we can get wherever there is a major outbreak. And that is already in readiness, waiting at 34 military hospitals.
Where they pull now this national action plan, the President, Julius Maada Bio, say, in government committed for transform the health sector, and say, it no go take again. The country will get the first diagnostic center for able to detect sick them per people.
Fourth, industrial revolution technologies, including artificial intelligence-based predictive software, we have both patients and healthcare workers make informed and timely healthcare decisions that will save lives. But we are also poised to invest in diagnostic care for Sierra Leoneans in Sierra Leone, and we will soon break the sod for the first diagnostic hospital in Sierra Leone. Our public health campaigns have targeted malaria, especially with the seeming emergence of drug resistance among some patients. I urge patients and caregivers to give the full treatment course and use mosquito nets properly and for purpose. Mosquito nets are not for fishing. They are meant to save lives and not to catch fish.
The President, during his statement, say the meeting where he began with the former President, Ernest Bai Koroma, go restore peace back in the country.
Just over an hour ago, I was with the former President, Ernest Bai Koroma, and we discussed a whole lot about the present and future of our great nation, how we can collectively make it peaceful, united, and a better country for us all, for our children and our children's children. That a united and peaceful Sierra Leone serves our collective national aspiration for development in Sierra Leone. I thank President Koroma and his delegation, and I call on every Sierra Leonean to join us on this path to national cohesion, peace, and development.
World Health Organization always done the help salon health sector. Also the representative for WHO, Dr. Ivan, be make recommendation them for help the country for achieve their dream for boost the health sector back.
I'm making two appeals. Number one, I'm making appeal for increased government support to realize this plan. Number two, I'm also making appeal for donor support because the government cannot do this alone, and I'm really appealing that we get commitment. One of the phrases I used in the very beginning was fix the roof before the rains. Otherwise, the consequences are so big.
The Ministry of Agriculture done the partner with the Ministry of Health for help the well body sector, especially with sick them making burst per animal and kill people them. Usai then say they committed for work with the Ministry of Health for make them achieve their dream for bringing life back to the health sector na the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Wani Gauja the report.
One for tell Wani Gauja thank you, and Radio Democracy thank you for that clip there. You don't hear it?
Yeah.
You know Usai the health sector inside Sierra Leone, Usai ide right now. You will listen out there. What do you feel say we go able do for achieve a better quality, affordable and accessible healthcare in a salon? Well, somebody who can do the join we every day would they bring and come because he don't work inside the healthcare na salon. Would they get a small time, make he explain to we how he feels say this achievable inside salon. Before go open the phone line, owner self go call and be part of the program. Yes, whose friend Kamara, you get opportunity now. As you be don't work inside the health sector na salon. How you feel say we go able for achieve this?
Well, I tell thank you to the minister and even the president himself for introducing this na very big initiative. But as always, we don't see Sierra Leone in problem wouldn't get na health. So the way I feel say government go able to achieve this, when we talk of quality health, it comprises a lot of things. It comprises the one day where they work there, the medical staff, the medication itself, who people can be able for access, and the type of medication we get forget, and the implements that we compromise the health sector, like the type of beds, taking blood pressure, the laboratory, and up to even the mortuary system, one of the last offices they say in terms of medicine. But when I look at the area where they want for emphasize and talk of Ebola, then talk of the microbiological bioresistance of drugs, and they don't create isolation systems. But when we begin to look at the Ebola itself, when they see them create isolation, it is quite good because now that method then they do for any infectious disease in any developed country or any country want for look into the welfare of them people them. Then they isolate people them we forget serious diseases. But I know say a place like Laka, and we don't go introduce the laboratory center during the time of the Ebola. When a few people and they work there, when a graduate from Injala, somebody like Usman Conte who been there in charge of that area there at the lab. So which I just want to let government look on that aspect they back. Instead then they bring facilities, then get for think of the laboratory tests. When they go able for test individuals them in a fast track way. So that if they get for bring these areas then Connaught, Cottage, and the new institution they would establish, so then be able for fast track that area there in terms of blood test, in terms of other microorganisms that will go deep, and people that would then go get diseases then like also you get yellow fever, you get typhoid, you get other things them would when they do in that country do na sickness that would have been they occur to people them. You get even the onco would they cause blindness. There was a time then when they try for eradicate them. Nadama Rampa Chiefdom for Canada River Day, that River Rukel up to the areas for go up to Magurka. Gonna did the onco the black flies them been there. Who been they cause the viral the infection of the onco and people they wouldn't they see a river blindness, so man foot they swell so then the big wouldn't they see a big foot. But that area I want to let them go just for look into back how for cut down then things and they like a Lassa fever. Because if you say they bring in a good health factor, you get for look at the vectors them. If you say they control malaria, not for treat and normal, you get for look at how for control the vectors. If vectors them would cause the sickness. So if you get for control malaria, you get for look size, the malaria, the mosquito there, like how that guy says, I know police, which you always talk on a poem, they never fail time for breed. So you get for think of that area back. You get for think of how you get for control that Lassa fever for try and kill the rats. We're gonna project will be done there for years, then get for revamp and back. If you get for cause river blindness, now for go back na Marampa, that area they then spray what is they spray na the rivers them as them be done they do. Then one area of how they go control contagious disease them and infectious disease. The other area we have for look back, then talk about say them the treatments what they get for look into, what they say resistance. Some drugs are now antibiotic, even here in the first world, they don't become resistant to certain bacteria them. Because you get different diseases. You get virus disease, you get bacteria disease, you get fungal disease them. And when you talk of bacteria disease, then are the one that wouldn't become resistant to them antibiotic they are. Then against bacteria. But some of the people that wouldn't they buy in the street, one other area would again for discuss back, now they cause this problem of resistance. So man sick small, he say like go take antibiotic. He get flu self, wouldn't they say wouldn't they say influenza, wouldn't they so man they say he knows the run. He go take antibiotic. When you can't get the real sickness now, you not go work again because it don't become part of your body. So let them get for think of this area, we then go think what type of antibiotics we go bring. So we'll get for link with areas that they manufacture them. We'll get for know who they test them, how then they work on individuals. So that's now another area back where one then go get for look into. Because the other disease then are one a virus disease. Now the disease them in any area was difficult for treat. Like when you talk of Ebola, now a virus disease. Now for that, it be very, very difficult for treat. The only way then we're able to get rid of Ebola treatment, now somebody who don't infect from Ebola, then they take in blood, then they get antibodies them and white cells they wouldn't remove from in blood for make up that treatment the way then we don't do na Newcastle na ya. Even the few guys that have been good during the Ebola, when they sick the Ebola, I think that one pound they then use for taking blood and others them. So let them go try for think of that vaccine in the standby of the treatment as well. So that the isolation of them, not only the only thing, then therefore think about how then go treat them back with this very well sedated virus treatment. HIV back na other virus disease. Hepatitis na virus disease. And hepatitis is in various sectors. But I feel say that area they now is accessible. The only area where one let them go stop, where them go able for help people and back, the vaccine for hepatitis. Then they sell them very expensive in Sierra Leone presently. It therefore be accessible to even the nurses them. We then done for treat. When you say one forget person will get well body, you get forget person where instead he really get resistance. Yeah, when nurses they don't qualify from the nursing school, then they give each hepatitis B a dose of 3 times. Sierra Leone, they not get that one day it. We don't ask a lot, even when we've been in the train. So let them think of, say, then we incorporate this as students, then they qualify as nurses. Then they give a hepatitis B vaccine, because the vaccine is there. Instead of them, they go pay to Dr. Kawa or somebody where they pay this money to. I don't know in right name. I don't know if not 500,000 or 300,000. That not for B. Then get forget a way wherein it will be for the people free of charge. So that will enable back the healthcare for facilitate in that country there. And then when you talk of agriculture and health, which is also another good thing, because there are certain diseases where animals also they transmit to mortal man. Then because you they get the host, then you they get the sub-host who say they can go live before they go to the final person. Then get like them bovine thing them, they get anthrax where they affect the agriculture section. Where they can see something, where they can see this foliar, he just the tonton he the fodon. anthrax really, yes, something like anthrax. That disease will affect them. And that disease back way at some stage where they mutate, if they change to a certain stage, it can affect mortal man. So if you don't link agriculture together with health in terms of the diseases of the animals, let them also think of how the veterinary section will be established. Like they may get one at McKinney, they may get one at other places, one at Tekobarak, they may get other places. Let them establish them. Few students don't go for good study, we are aware of. But when they will come, I don't know. So if they get for bring through few specialists, then let them specialize on that one day. The one then back on the other area where they say the front line, okay, always there. If they don't treat the front line one are the nurses, the front line one are the doctors, the front line one are the first aiders, then get for establish the una well protected against certain disease. So una ready now to go confront any disease will come. The quality is a lot back where you get for think of. If nurse then they wash their hand, where they don't treat. If nurse then they wear the protective, not to know more where Ebola come, you go see nurse wear in protective in body, or that kind of apron within gloves. No. This therefore be a normal continuous routine for every patient contact. Wherein they wear them PPA, when a personal protective equipment. If they wear that in there, we don't use them from one patient, you go to Rayam. One patient for one glove, one patient for one apron, then go back to the next patient. If they want to go give drugs, then wash their hand. Thank God, then they don't go show how to wash hand alone. The stage is how to wash hand. So but people are not able for cope. Then they provide anything they are in our hospital. It's not go easy, and also it's gonna be cost make, but let them go implement them.
Okay, I want all you there.
Yeah.
Because you don't talk a lot of areas then.
Yeah.
Now,
exactly.
which our we focus pa. Since you don't work inside the medical system na salon, you know how things they run. Yeah. Okay, now governments don't say they get plan for make things affordable, accessible, and quality. Not only affordable, but if it come with quality. For make this achievable, how much you feel say the doctors, the nurse, the government of itself, how much you feel say everybody for put an inside for make this one achievable?
Well, in terms of the doctors them and the nurses them, then get for be aware say na job wouldn't lack. Because there is another thing which some of we will be in the sea, to be very candid. And me, now one person will go kiss me hand. I will tell you this today. I don't mind for go buy medicine na street. I can't give patients free. We're not in that place. They call and cost recovery. But there are ways what nurses them when they get money day, where it's very unfair. But you know, go blame them again sometimes. Then they treat patients them from the drugs until we come. Then go say, we'll give this patient here. Then it will give you extra. When they get name with them, they call them in those days, but a different name than they call them now. Now the name I don't know, but they talk to one of the nurses them. So, but only this, if that cost recovery section, I don't know how they call her now, would they say where they go buy your medicine? Until now, they don't introduce a method wherein where you go, you register. Then when you register, then they take you go pay na the office.
Now the bank, they don't get, then they try to get in-house bank now.
Bank,
yes, you go pay na the bank.
You go to the bank. Then that bank, then again, the prescription paper, what the doctor they give, they get all the treatment box them. If you're not extra, you get for good, then they tick and they show you the price, so you go know how much you get for good cost now. So if you're able to emphasize on that one day, and the people that when they go in and out of the hospital back, at least then they begin, they try for monitor them. So that's one area back, so that the patient then will be able to focus on their treatment, or unlikely in the nurse then able for deliver and work. But areas then where doctors and the day na host, then they hang drip from patient. Where it be saying a drip while they talk say sometimes it go take 6 hours, because inside 24 hours, if the patient look dehydrated, na 3 liters, then they give you 1 liter for 6 hours, then or sometimes na 8 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, then give you a drip. But when you go meet an host, if they try for run for give that drip day, so that you go able to go do other work. If they run out with less than less than 1 hour. And when the fluid they enter na your body, na your vein they go. When they go na your vein, usai they go straight na your heart first. Now they reach pump. You know they come out, not to heart they come out, they go. So they go overload your heart. It they cause edema. So some people, and I think you see some people, then they say this person, if they say well up and down, no, he don't go die. Or they don't go get antibiotics more than the dose who they forgive. And antibiotics again, I think they will they react from somebody because now you liver. When the liver, now they go pull the poison panam. So when you give the liver boku, believe you me, it collapse the liver. So they get a lot of hepatitis diseases and back the flow. So that the area that one day I want let the nurses them cooperate with the private doctors them. When government ready for saying that this what they do, una please, una beer. Me, I don't mind for work and not get the money because I call in job, now just like next to God, when you talk of health, you and God now the person how they shape life. You for sacrifice your time for make that person they well. Because when I say well body, now holistic, now the whole mind, your physical body, then the mind, one a psychology side, one a the mental side, and then the social way for react. If people are not well, they are not going to be useful. They are going to get a loss of people who will stand at that country day. But now the doctors and get for willing, when medicine then come, when they say now this amount of drugs, then they give them free to people, let them give them. If you not do, una ask government. Instead of una take them for una self, for treat patients them, privately we go even cause more problem. Then you don't get the money, the patient they go now and stick one back tomorrow, you not get the right treatment.
Okay, make a holiday quick. We don't talk right now about the doctors and the nurse them. What about the facility?
That is the area now where get for come up. Because some of the beds them when they look of certain disease them, not to all kind bed everybody they get for well. But certain treatment then they want like a chest problem, who person get chest problem or lungs. If they get the way where they learn at the bed there where they wind, then they move, then they press, then they change position. Then they pan them private hospital. But if government want to bring those, let them think of how they will get for help those few isolation wards and areas where people can get intensive care and the laboratory and for check the person in pressure and monitor every day. Not only the same thermometer, then they go begin to pass from one person to another. Or when they go wrap this person in the blood pressure machine, then take them back and go wrap other person. Then for wipe them, then for clean them. So you just forget those things available. You just forget people when they look into those things. You get for look to people when they clean those bed sheets them at a regular place. What them they do? But we don't forget bigger place. The nurses them when they come out, then wear their uniform they go. But if then they go out in the public, when they come, remember they don't get the public contact. So now Friday they wear those aprons when they get for meet the patient. Because you don't come on our street, you don't depend the poda. You don't go meet up small jams, small this. You get some disease they wouldn't call MRS. Some very resistant to certain disease. So if you don't come take her, you bring her in a hospital. Believe you me, now something will cause back. So when they come, those equipment are necessary. The injection, they're not to the same needle and they say they took all man. When you use one, you get rid of it. Use one, you get rid of it.
Okay, make a cow this now. We all know how, locally in a salon, then they say Christmas. But waiting at the new approach we'll forget for psychiatric patients then under this. Waiting at your own suggestion?
Well, my own suggestion, then at the area where people have not been know, because when they see somebody, when they see a grace or somebody, they get different way. Now some of the English word, when they see somebody, just they make no more quiet. Or some man, he see him, he misbehave in the streets no more unnecessarily. So man, sometimes he talk by himself. Or there are depressions them. Or some then are because of he don't born and get what they call back postnatal depression, which are very dangerous thing. When woman get belly, then they advise them for going to clinic. Not just some other side. When they get certain things them where they make the bobby for come out, for let that belly, they decide to begin lay down. Like when they see no more, they put sponge in the chair where they sit down instead of it's down for hard chair. All then line and decide to begin they go now certain hormones.
a stage they reach at the body, when the hormones and different level they're not proper. If you know they go for checkup, now in the cause some people when they don't born, then they get what they call postnatal depression. When they don't now, they say that devil is see. Then go begin to put another one side. The mental disease, then they get the other one and say schizophrenic. Some mortal man, then they look normal person, they see that person, then they talk to them. There are people that when they behave that way, they sound like a normal in the society. But the treatment then they go provide them, so that then people they're not going to be neglected, then go show love to them, not to when the Christmas on street, then begin they laugh or they make a dance with them. Now the tender one they then go able for make the person, because certain people in the mental stage, you they remind them of them past, or you they try to talk to them with jokes. It go come back to, not to for push them, but let it become like a clown. And that one they don't make now every poor country now, people are waiting and say it's crazy, but now clown. Or some person they will get this schizophrenic, where it be say something, they just say no, I feel for chook person. If they say then go talk say, oh, na rari man, you don't take left in the street. No. Some of them are schizophrenic. Then get certain drugs they wouldn't get for give them. And then get for establish that crazy they will be just the one side in that place there. Now that one side, then get for establish them. Then get for get clean environment. Not for even change them. Not for give them freedom. You get for talk to them. The one when are you picking a host, when you know say something, this way or something, so man, the mental disease, that the area that underway very, very wide. And one of the area where I feel the government back there for start for the think. Because the only person who will be a psychologist, I think Dr. Nahimba or somebody.
Yeah, Dr. Nahim.
Yes, you see. So then get for really establish them. Because when they see them, smile telling them, they think the way they see the street, so all see the way they happen. When they say Bungo Suruno, no man, and they come out and go fed. These are the people who are mentally having retardation, when they get psychiatric problem, but they're not being treated there. You they see on the street like they say normal. When they say Bungo Suruno, go see say you don't go show click now for chook. Because normal person, you can't see you come in mortal man for wicked. The only thing who will make you reach that stage, they when they put you a stage of a drug. When they say you they feel like hallucinated, they begin to imagine a different world. And they say they get hurt. Now for that, all they rebel them. Before you see rebel take gun, he shoots Friday. Now start a drug. Then they bring for them. Then they inject them and then they give them the tablet. Before they get mind for go kill person. Come mortal man, not to see where they see person no more. So for slap set person, not all man. Our match no more. But all those things are mental problems we then get for think about. And I love them get for show. To individuals them.
Okay, thank you very much. So wait till you go close with so that I go open the phone line. I believe say we don't try for late premise now so that when callers then they call now, then go know waiting with all. So are you closing, sir?
Well, I just tell thank you to the president who don't initiate this. It has been don't do for long. We don't be in at the corners then and they bring them around. Let some of them man they are holding like lacquer, then try to establish more and more expand. Let the people in at the society then get for help. The local hawkers, they would sell medicine in the street, then left for the hawk around with the new laws we don't put, then they strict with them. The pharmacy them back, let them try for no seed and get pharmacists, because now the area that one day, when they say pharmacists, now in at the backbone back, they prescribe the medicine. You get analgesic medicine. You get medicine they want for kidney. You get medicine they want for infection. So sick then they not to sick for care person go far. You get blood pressure treatment. All and the pharmacists them, they know for they sell drugs to the peddlers. The peddlers then say for they avoid and find other things to do. So the government will create an avenue for them. They can then sensitize and so say we all therefore make one thing for go. And when they talk of health, not to no more that sick where you sick malaria, that you mind. Now this is psychology come when they talk of mental. Now your physical well-being. Now the holistic when they talk of health. So let all man put hand, the nurses them, the doctors, and we self will they help with people and for treat them. So that we'll be able to do. Then the cost cutting of everything. If they still not free, it's not free. If they know it's not so free, let them make the cost down. They cut down. And let them think of for say Then not for the just they recruit everybody who they commodity and go put on another ministerial post. Then left until we get people away Boku before then they pull them go back. You see, then they notice them back where they then try to encourage them. So try begin bring that buzz, remove some of them they study. They don't qualify, able to can do voluntary work. Let them get all one day. But it's a very good initiative for promote the health and well-being of Sierra Leone people them.
All right, thank you very much, Usman.
Yeah.
Thank you, Usman. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, God bless you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You don't listen about the affordable and quality health care, and also accessible. The plans the president don't launch yesterday. The minister say by 2020 we will begin see healthcare in a salon where they compete with the Western world. I don't even know by faith, but again, we welcome the idea. I open the phone line now. You don't listen all the different side them way we don't touch about. You get opportunity now for call and be part of the program. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from?
Yes, good afternoon. This is Nancy, the call from US.
Yes, Nancy, what's in your contribution?
Yeah, this year, so when they launch, so I'm really happy about that, and I only hope say they will succeed. For the quality health, what you need feel, first of all, affordable. The word affordable, people are able for pay for them bills them when they go to hospital, them for able for afford. That means them for put the system in place where people then will able for afford. And the quality side, like where the first caller been say, they need for put everything in place, like where they say they can open a diagnostic center. And if we able forget even side where they say if people then wait and can get heart problem, we need surgery. We don't need for travel, go outside, because some people are not even able to afford them. Then they can't tell you say you get hole in your heart or you get kidney problem or you get this, they need for do this surgery. Able to afford them, and they know they even do the place na Sunday. So far they say oh go Ghana or India or somewhere else. So you see how the person go die. So all them things and they able to put them in place. I think then go able for help the people them. And also what I want to talk about, if they want they need for do a massive public health sensitization to people them. They need for do public health, especially on the different types of mental illness them, because then get so many things the way they say me work and I can say like when they say bipolar, we seeking they find when they talk all of a sudden it just change, it begin misbehave, so that they say, oh, this person is good but not so good. Maybe that person is bipolar and he gets that disorder they get. So they then get different mental illness the way they really need for do public sensitization to everybody. And also this fake medication. Then there's so much expired medications the way they sell out there. Where they say then they cover the expiry date. One way why they identify and why they not. So anytime I go na the pharmacy for go buy medicine, where them prescribe, I they make sure say I scratch that expired side outside the expiration date they scratch them. You go find out say if you have fake medicine, so where it don't expire. It reveal the real expiry, the real date of it underneath that expiry date where them put pantap. Where you see and if you say, oh, now so in lifespan it long post. But the reality is that medicine it don't expire. So then they sell expired medicine. So they really need for tackle that side back too. And also then people the way they sell then what is a plate put medicine and plate can't go na then village them. Go and sell. They don't even understand what kind of medicine. One day medicine, and they tell you say this is the main headache, it the main belly, it the main and this kind of medicine hepatitis, it the main this, the main that. Then give you boku medicine. It happened to me, auntie. God help and that time they are just go there. Now show me if you can watch the medicine they have. That medicine then give and Panadol stop it. That medicine, all the medicine we then get 4 different type medicine we be saying now for headache then they for. So imagine if you take all 4 medicine and they where that person will go sell and get I don't even know about medicine, He tell and say take the wire, they mend this, they mend that. If for being take we be say they all now 1 grain sick then they mend when a fever, or pain. Now then they for. So then go tell you say they mend. So he say call down they done overdose. So most of the time some people they now when they don't take down they tell you say, oh me the son the medicine they work not in tell I say not so down there. Most of the time it can be say now overdose, this person don't overdose himself, make it feel then kind way also. So then really need for looking to them if they want for tackle this quality thing, for let them sensitize the people, then let them know not to all kind of medicine and for just go buy now corner over the counter and then just go take and like that. So many things that way they need for tackle. So now they no more I want for putting at the place today.
All right, thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you. Yes, caller ID live on here. You name and who side you call from?
Hello, my name is Rugiatu. I call from Norway.
Yes, Rugiatu. What's in now your contribution?
Yeah, my own contribution. I don't listen to the man. We don't analyze everything. But of course, this feel not so easy side. It's now wide area. It's really wide for tackle from now to 2020. Not so easy target standing at all. But like all they talk no more, we glad at least where government they try for it. Then kind thing there because it's really important in the country. But one thing I make you say, maybe before government they start, I don't know how they say they don't launch them. For watch first to the doctor then medical then and they don't launch the plan. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So they try now for watch how they qualify, the doctor they qualify, how the nurses then self-qualify, all land they get for telephone and get for able to put all land in place. Waiting at the facility there because like I said, this area is damn too wide. So then get for able make packs the air, then say get for arts the 8 small for me able to put things in place. Kind of talking people in there where they sell medicine as streets. How are able to target all them people in the way they sell medicine as streets for stop. We are able to get control over the system. And for do that kind of facility get for the because for right now the system inside health is really poor. Where even gloves safe then they sell, water safe then they sell. Now then inside in the down they not anything. At least you don't get somebody they will don't admit to where you go through all them funny things then they have 15 then the way it's not easy. So this area not so like area where you gonna go see on one can begin on one can end inside next year. It will take more time for them, but therefore we will put the things there in place. But like we really appreciate at least for you seeing like this the kind of country when our development. We hope say by God in power, God go take control. Anything as small. Okay,
all right, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Yes, caller ID live on here. You name and who side you call from?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. This is Abbas, man call from Virginia, USA.
Yes, Abbas, waiting now your contribution.
My contribution, I always worry about the people who they take things them. Like you don't get good plans them for help people them, but sometimes even people in cargo gloves, if they see people in the thief gloves, then the one they would they work hospital, then they thief gloves, then go sell them at pharmacy. Now later, if the hospital need gloves, then get to go buy them from the pharmacy. So I they worry about anything, and they will be say people in collect for thief. Even the message that they talk about for able afford because most of the nurse them where they work hospital that host them then get medicine there, then get other things, and they wouldn't they keep there for treat people privately. So the doctor them back then get their own clinic. So all that thing and I just worry about the things they will get for day. Maybe people will need for use them somewhere na the hospital and maybe they not get for meet them there because nurse them get for the thief, other people get for the take then go put them private side na their own private home them or their own private clinical place them. All that they not that's me worry about for take. Though the people are not able to access them.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Right. Okay.
Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who side you call from?
I'm Patrick Sako. I call from Germany.
Yes, Patrick. What's in your own contribution, sir?
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't talk this thing over and over, say national issue, nothing the way interrelated, you understand? Now the one for car with a good health care, but the question is how they will implement that for let them succeed. You see, AAA, let's say you're a medical doctor, a qualified doctor, you get 4 picking them, you get 1 woman or 2 women, you parent them, you get your brothers and sisters. How much you think say they will pay you for labor to sustain all them people and the way that you want to work? We will not go compromise the system. That is the question where they ring everybody in mind. And but when I constant citizen we know exactly what in then they mean, you understand? But go put a doctor under no more, yeah, or now the doctor they think about the person where they render the service or now the equipment them, or now the equipment, the building is part of the equipment and how exactly then get for achieve that. Now we don't wish, now we don't prayer for let the country go before. But now decide that to them for begin, how them go to achieve this, when plenty questions then they arise, So but we just pray for let God make things happen as alone. But actually easy. Nothing the no system not in a salon way, compromise. You think about the judiciary system, then they compromise them. Then the politicians and back within the positions and we actually advocate for we and for make. Then they compromise them. Then offices, So waiting at the guarantee for say this healthcare or health service within the try to implement, it will succeed. The resources. Think about the education. How the free education in fact we can link out with the worst result ever. What would they expect? You see, so. All within me at the try for saying, I let the government do this and let create jobs. They know how it employ people. We go take somebody who get 12 picking, they get 30 family members away, they all in one then depend on. You go put on as a doctor, you go put on, say make it treat people them and the system go the way it's supposed to be. We actually the salary we they pay them now basic thing way, they even able for cover all in need. We said that person they get for day, then you for build quarters for the doctors them, for the nurses then we get for the day, for the cleaners them, because if hospital not clean, me want to go them is in fact the sick way some people then they go come out with this if it was past the sick way and go with. You see, now Salo don't see where somebody even they don't sick in the process of dying, doctor not for say this person here they die. Even if you don't die, they tell you people and say it don't die. They 1 million or 2 million with them don't charge you. They pay that money before they announce it, the person don't die. So it's too much, So thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Wolf Catcher. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and who side you call from?
Yeah, this is Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike. Waiting na your own contribution.
Well, I think this is a bigger project. We don't focus on one thing at a time. The agriculture, and we don't focus on and make sure they say they do a good job on it. But they can't take up another bigger project. This is a project where they're not going. Because another thing I want to clarify the difference between viruses. Virus not to where they come on natural, say from natural environment. It's not a natural thing. Virus not where they come out from lab. So we don't even understand that difference there yet. That's alone. We know they test them there. Most of the viruses they come through the vaccine. They wouldn't send us alone for give it for free. Now they would catch most of them. Then serious virus disease they have. So like then Ebola they will get. So then a virus then they create that one day. And another thing that the problem that the country is, then I think that the government need to focus more on clean drinking water for letting people able to get clean drinking water at the place there, because the water business, the dry season is very difficult at that place there, and now that only cause the typhoid and all the other problems they already created at the country, And,
okay.
And one more thing I want to say is I think we will just focus we do overseas. We will focus, try at least if a small organization they will put money together, able to buy things and even a hospital bed there or anything. So we will able to help the country, because we they talk, but we not find solutions for help the country. I think then they will try to do for help small, because I think that will take the country further. And my own contribution.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
My name Mara. I call from Sweden, Stockholm.
Yes, I'm waiting on your own contribution, sir.
Well, I've been just one contribute Lily on waiting the minister say today, say by year 2020, the country will get a free quality medical, when we go compare to the Western world, according to your own pronunciation. Because for me, I'm not seeing the infrastructure in a salon for that yet, right now, for the people forget that kind of quality according to the way they pronounce them. If I can give you one example, let's go back to Falaba, the most demoted area in Sierra Leone, The people not get clean drinking water, Teachers not in our school for teach the picking them way for sensitize them, parent them back at home. Where good roads not there. Medicine, if person sick for transport them from Mongo Bendugu to, for example, Kabbalah, Kwenadugu, it take a day, 24 hours. Some people, they die on the way. Some people are hammock, then they hammock them. When we go to be realistic with respect and try to say the real fact to the people of Sierra Leone, let's forget about politics, because I feel say Sierra Leone go before one, that we all benefit, forget the political gain, I don't feel say it achieve any great thing for Salon. So me own really tip and give the people, especially the president, the President Madabio, go back and reflect, take a step back and reflect, really waiting the people in need, the people of Sierra Leone. We'll not rush with things like the way we rush with the free education system. You see the backfire, the backlash, the after effects is bad. So the people, especially the politicians, but we, the Sierra Leoneans, we the layman then down at the street, we mindset corrupt. We need for decriminalize we mind, for able to go through and see everything within our aspiration in that country. This is my own tip.
Thank you very much, Mara. Thank you. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, my name is Brian. I call from New Jersey.
Yes, Brian, you get a platform. What's your contribution, sir?
Yeah, people will tell you thank you for the forum. Me, this one we happy because these are one of the very most important things there, along with food and other things there. Educating health very important. To me, if I would say that the most important thing, because a healthier nation is a wealthy nation, so it's very important. But no more, we need a couple of things for like work. The first one, couple of the callers and before me already mentioned, the healthcare personnel, doctors, nurses, and other people within the healthcare field. They are very important because we not get better nurses and doctors. So government need to train more of them. And not only train them, they need the equipment for work. We need more hospitals, more clinics. And not only concentrate now, like Freetown and the major and provincial towns there. They need hospital and clinics and then rural areas there. Because the minister talked something to me, for everything we talk, he talked something to me very important. We talk about drones for deliver blood and other things in the rural areas. That's very important to me. Because I don't see something like that in BBC willing to do a thing in Rwanda and other African countries there. They remote area then are drones in the use for deliver blood and other materials them because of so we get road problem. So like them village and it's difficult it's difficult for them to go there. They can use them drones and there. So that's very important. Then the other thing, as I may say, the nurses, doctors, they need to be trained and they need to get good benefits because they are the most important people. They need to get good benefits. They need to be paid well, and we need more doctors. Then the other thing, again, they already mentioned about that. Then quack doctors they will get. Then people who they pass around, they sell medicine. Oh, we need a salon we call them doctor. Well, you don't even know about anything. The one in the government, if they not stop there, they need to stop there. And even the pharmacy themselves, government need to regulate the medication or they go inside they need for the check for no. Then the last part to me, were very, very, very important. Because the previous government, I think them they do towards the dying days of that previous government. I don't know if this government continue would they take Sierra Leone nurses and doctors from the diaspora. I think they take from England, America, how they go like for a couple weeks. That is very important. Government get for involved, the Sierra Leoneans them already out. When are professionals, nurses, doctors, we know them. We know them, our family members them. They need to engage them, or at least if now every 2-3 months, Sierra Leonean doctors them from England, from America, Australia, like that. When they go, then go work 2-3 months, then come back, other sets go. Because they are very important. For them, at least we don't get enough nurses and doctors, them. The one who did that, then go able for go complement. It's very important for them to do that. So now my contribution and the
all right, thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, bye, man. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who side the call from?
Yeah, this is Aya call from US.
Yes, Aya, what's in my contribution, sir?
Yeah, well, this project, a good project, but what my concern was is that seems as if they overstretch themselves, because then they talk about full-scale agriculture. Now they don't jump to healthcare for all, and not see how they would do them things in the simultaneously, because those things then involve a lot of work and money, and as far as this health issue is concerned, there are a lot of things that you have to take into consideration. How they go able to stop the drugs smuggling, and with it, sometimes you come out from these foreign countries, then, and expired drugs. It's not the modalities they have in place to combat those things, This guy, whose friend, said a lot of things then which makes sense, but one of the things then where probably I might not agree with, where he say the pharmacy, they prescribe medication, and I think that's the job of the pharmacist. That the doctors, they prescribe, the pharmacy has to put them, the medications together, But so far, it's a good idea, but I'm just worried about how they will be able to do these things and do agriculture at the same time, because it entails a lot of work. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. I've called ID live on here. You name and who side the call from? Yes, caller, you did live on here. You name and who side the call from?
This is Adam Amansari. I call from Columbus, Ohio.
You can do your background, please, or you come on here.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, this is Adam Amansari. I call from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes, Adam, I get the platform. What's in your contribution?
Yeah. I just want to say, I don't listen to a couple of callers there. They talk about this healthcare. Healthcare entails a lot. Not so easy thing. Even not the worldwide, America here, healthcare not easy. Especially somebody will talk about job. If you not get job, but get a free healthcare not easy. Because you need a job where they secure you. Just remember they get example of one person who can get all them family members and for take care of them. It's not easy. So I think that's a very good initiative, and I just want to all be positive because everything at a start. A Rome was not built in a day. Everything get a start. So I think if we all come together, not the way we put on together, we're not a common fund. And healthcare is very important. So I'm going to talk about creating water, get clean water, wash hands, all them things there because sickness is at the start bit by bit. Not so one grade normal somebody they get big sick. They start by a that, by cough. This cold people they talk about TB, all of them stuff. They start by small cold. So this healthcare thing entails a lot. It entails people that forget job and people that for be very, very be honest to this thing. Nurses them. Please, if this thing come to pass, for take the equipment they are go sell unto people. Therefore, afraid God. Because one thing about what I think, when you did at the health side, is like you take an oath between you and God for save humanity. So if you abuse that kind of privilege day, I feel like see they hurt God. And people are really going for fear God because if they tell you say this is not free health care, no take a go sell them because that person is not able to afford that. So Sierra Leoneans is just like now the same thing we talk like yesterday. People need for come together. We need for come as one for make this thing work. Now people like Kaosi they say united we stand. They come together for make this thing work. And the prayer that we just continue for prayer that this thing come to life. Not to just for say I'm out. They don't say I'm not. And life is a spiritual thing. We just need for pray about it and work together. So this is my main contribution what I get as a citizen of Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much, Adama. Thank you. Yes, affordable. Not only affordable, but accessible. Not only accessible, but also come with quality. Yes, caller. You did live on here. You name and side call from?
Yeah, AAA Nami Harun Koroma.
Yes, waiting my contribution, sir.
My own contribution today at the base are really to just simple things the way if at all matter beyond mean business about this health business force. What me want for let it do is that they for educate the people there in terms of medical issues them. Therefore, go out and educate the people there. So we not even get their OB units and their outside broadcasting units them inside Ministry of Health. We for go around the country for go to educate the people there. Another thing is that, like even in America, then they teach people, then they then they educate people there or train people there for state and CPR. When are them basic things that the way people almost citizens they're supposed to understand before ever say if they're not then try and not able now they can go now hospital safe. But nobody know I not believe say 60% of the people that know waiting and call CPR and first aid. We're not a good thing now one day. People then for understand them basic things then they. Then another thing is that they talk always about malaria, mosquitoes, waiting and call. I can remember before, we've been get people that we've been they carry then tank them, now them back. Where they go spray from corner to corner. Then they spray carbolic. Where at least that one they self can help for kill them mosquitoes that we want breed. Now areas them. Then they been the help, but I'm not to say that they day again. So if we talk about quality health, we get basic one, the foundation, and they will for begin from. They will begin go now up. But believe me, at the see, we say they in the health sector. But then think that they all we're supposed to make a country get quality health issues. It's not easy. Now that make if itself by me not this no was saying, I talk and say not easy. So now a lot of money we get for go inside. Sierra Leone and even when they talk about cost recovery, trust me, if they're ready for pay, well then they land us yourself. Right? Land us swear. Tripoli. All right.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
We talk about affordable, accessible, but with quality healthcare in Sierra Leone. When I see and I be watch the launching, the first part we can in your mind, now the one them we get for do it. How we can put on say Chris man, the psychiatric area, the mental illness area. Because now one green we get, we know of, that one a kisi. And if we are now say affordable in any side where you do, you supposed to get access to them. That are the quality health care. So we need people we go sabi diagnose well. Well, we say we go can get one in town diagnostic center, which is good. But who don't diagnose done? What's the next step? Now for able for take care, for able for solve the problem. You search for the problem, you solve them. But the facilities that now we get in a salon, are they equipped for able for solve the problem? Waiting at the basic sickness within a salon, and waiting na the thing where they drive the sickness then they. Well, me, if you ask me, I go say na malaria and typhoid. Typhoid, people will tell you, say the link on to dirty water. So if we don't want typhoid, we get to provide clean water. A caller called just now, they make mention of Falaba. Not even go far na Falaba. Let's just deal with Freetown. Because if the capital city can't even provide clean water, most houses they now where you go na salon then they build, then get well, then get water well, then get borehole. Waiting though, because Guma water not able to reach there. And this particular one, it's going to be a difficult one. If the Western world, then they fed time by HealthCare. It's not going to be funny. Just like how people say, okay, we say if we don't try, we don't count it. But which insurance company they, which job they, will they pay for HealthCare in a salon? All this get for cost money. Who da go pay for RAM? Who da go pay for RAM? I remember, when was it? Was it in 2007? Go na one village. Right inside, it's like, we don't left the highway. You drive like, let me say, 2 or 3 hours for go inside the village. One woman gets attacked na net. The woman gets attacked na net for born. You not be able born. Then they say for Pulande, for goat and Putuloko. That's, I can't even imagine how much hour that they could take, because from the main road to the village is because the road bad. So you already know how the team pass not to so. The human the Pekino, they get for lost their life. I was inside the village. And come to say, they are okay, use una motoka and this and that. They get motoka say, oh, fuel no day, and the fuel way if we go, no go able come and this and that. Gas station no go there, and then they pass say, oh, okay, well, then pull fuel inside the motoka, then get the Okada. A bike they use. The bike saying they no reach out for itself, the human die. And imagine from that place they for go inside. So when they say accessible for all in Sierra Leone, who done are them people here we get for the provide the service? Are they trained and qualified? We get people where they say they don't graduate as nurse. Up till now, they don't get PIN code. Even some of the teachers when they interview them, where they do that nurses, where they go register, where they get them PIN code. The teachers that you go here, then they say, they teach for over 8 years, and now I get PIN code. Somebody they teach for over 7 years, and now we get PIN code. You get nurses we go tell you, say, from Amosia where they don't graduate, then just the volunteer. They not get PIN code. So man self, who side for volunteer self no day. Because he say not going to go up and down. Well, wait, then they don't volunteer. Now inside they now himself go defend for the guy in pay for survive. But we hear now the minister tell we about ambulance. Say, oh, the 2014 healthcare system will be there as alone, not to in there now 2019. Because now they don't get ambulance, they don't get this, they don't get that. I talked to somebody who in Peking sick overnight. He carry the Peking go, then go cottage. When they reach, then say bed noddy. For make bed come out, connection, and you sabi normal now. Waiting at the order of the day, you get for chook something. That's bribery, but you get for chook something. When you chook something, bed come out. So all the little things here. And the person they tell me say they meet people and they meet other picking the way sit down, way then they tell them say no bed no day. Say the sick man then boku pass the bed way day. So waiting at the facility. Being affordable, being accessible. But the facilities then for they we for cater for the sick the way they come. We know say not to want. And this not just a plan. So we get to take the baby step. But if we miss the baby step, then we go miss everything. I still try to get hold of the plan itself. Let we see waiting exactly right inside it. And how the government plan for tackle this. Because somebody has to pay for it. Now loan back. So all the way they do now loan. It's just question because I don't know if now loan. Because somebody go get for pay. And then get for refurbish the facilities. Then where they now bring in new equipment. Or then get for build new facilities them. We hope all land they go in at the plan. So that the people are holding at the remote part of the country. You can imagine people in the way they inside Freetown, how they really die. Let alone na the remote parts them. Where they not even get the access to social media like how you they see like RIP. This is not just one I tell you, but I was there. Where I know see the mommy and the pikin and die. But if we not start now, when? So we have to start. Even if na the baby step, make we start them. But wait till they start, not to for rush for complete. And I believe say, with the right measures them, Salon go surely rise again. So now they locked their own program. We go there again tomorrow. You know, see tomorrow and Saturday. Last week Saturday, we'll not be able to lay things on the table because, you know, see, that Liberia incident be happening and we Liberia brother then be bokuna. So if we for be open the phone line, enough will become more fine. But tomorrow we'll go get the opportunity for me to can discuss with you. We don't talk from Monday to today. Now we can do them. We'll lay on a table then. We can see how things unfold. Yeah? And so Tripoli go say tata.